And we are live. There we go, as I this time pot down the correct audio. We are live. NashvilleLou Live is on the air. Later than originally planned, but here we are. We'll be playing some live player versus player matches, provided I can find people wanting to play at this hour. Busy broadcast schedule for me, and then real life intervened, so I didn't have the originally planned 4 p.m. Eastern Warsaken Blitz broadcast that I normally do on Thursdays. So much later in the day with that. It was Soul the Cat, at least at last check, was live, but much as I don't want to run competition against Soul the Cat, really did need to get this show going. Finally had an opportunity to. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the prize wheel. Warsaken prize wheel presented in part by my land in Alien Worlds, Neary 3616. Got a loot pack up there. The Unreal Successful Mole Hunt number 5 from Sean IOP. The Epic Leone number 35 from Musical Man. Many thanks for that. A couple more epics. Whole bunch of ultra rares up there. Super rares. Those really nice looking camo cards. A lot of those. And then 10 very rares. Even the very rares look nice. Or a limited run. So no matter what, you're going to get something that I think you'll like. I put things on the wheel that I think I would want to win if I were playing. It's disappointing this morning. There's a Blue Mint tournament for blockchain brawlers. And unfortunately, there was some sort of transaction issue that caused the game to malfunction. So tournament ended up getting cut short. So hopefully they'll get that figured out and everything will be okay for next time. The tournament coming up for Warsaken Blitz Saturday U.S. time. And maybe Sunday for parts of the world when it's slated to begin, but that should be fine. So that's coming up my next slated broadcast. Been testing some things out with Streamlabs. I've got it now where the audio is routed to run through OBS Studio, where I think it wasn't before, and that was why it kept getting cut off. Like it would begin to play, and like the crowd, especially for the raid, there's a really cool crowd sound effect that every time gets cut off because of how I had the audio routed. And some of this is trial and error with OBS Studio and learning what works and what doesn't with this. But we're getting there as far as the notifications for follows and notifications for raids. Trying to get things figured out with Streamlabs and giveaways. I spent a lot of time over the weekend and then earlier this week as well working on that. So anyway, see the prizes there on the prize wheel. I'll bring the slate up for a moment. Okay, I messed that one up, didn't I? Yeah, I still have the prize wheel up there. All right. So there you see, it's an empty queue. So if anybody's wanting to play right now, go ahead and let it be known. It was a rather abrupt sign-on for me here, but I wanted to at least give it a try here tonight after circumstances prevented me from doing 4 p.m. Eastern as originally planned for earlier today. Well, while we wait, let's see if I can find a random opponent. That's how it looks without the Q part on there. It's a funny thing with Warsaken Blitz. When I start at that normal 4 p.m. Eastern Thursday time slot, sometimes there are a few people to begin with, and then it starts to stack up. It was wild. I legitimately didn't think I was going to get to the point of having a queue with 13 people deep, because these games can take 15 to 20 minutes even if somebody has an Intel heavy deck. They can go on for a little bit. Some go quicker. But you'll want to give everybody enough time to play, especially if they've waited a long time. So it's a little different to have people that have been sticking around, finally getting their chance to play after 90 minutes or 2 hours or however long they've been waiting, versus just jumping on here live at nearly midnight Eastern time here on this Thursday. It's still July 6th in Nashville. It's already 7/7 for a lot of the rest of the world. I haven't tried anything recently with the auto matchmaker and Warsaken Blitz. I have a lot of stuff allotted for giveaways, and if it doesn't happen tonight, again, part of this is also a learning experience, trying to turn a negative into a positive. The test. Okay, what happens if I just jump on here randomly at 10:45 local time or whatever time it was when I started? This is typically a somewhat difficult time as far as time of day, trying to find opponents because you have people over in Europe that mostly are asleep right now. And I'm not sure exactly how the split is, but I know there are people in the UK, people all around the world that play this game. And you have a lot of the east coast of the US. It's nearly midnight. It's been a holiday week here in the U.S. with Independence Day on July 4th, but that's in the rearview mirror now. And some people who work halfway weeks still have Friday staring them down tomorrow morning. While we wait, I'm going to look up that information about the Blue Mint tournament coming up. See what I can pass along on that. Oh, I'm sorry. All that in the queue wasn't even open. I'm sorry there. Rexy, hey. It's open now, Rexy. All right. Sorry about that. All right, you're in. Hey, Rexy, hello. Yeah, my normal 4 p.m. Moonbaz Marty, hello. My normal 4 p.m. Eastern time got postponed today. But able to get on here and get things going. So if you have a code, Rexy, just go ahead and let me know, please, if you're ready. We can go ahead and get a match started. I'm trying some stuff out here with Streamlabs. I've tried to, again, it's a trial and error, and I hate doing this live on the air, but with a live stream, with some of this, you almost have to. So, a learning experience. Thank you, Rexy. A learning experience, if nothing else. So we'll get this going here. And the way it works for me here with Warsaken Blitz on NashvilleLou Live, I play people one at a time. And if I win, then, good game. If they win, they get a spin on the prize wheel.
Warsaken.
And I went over it at the outset of the show, but with the prize wheel, got a loot pack up there. I've got an Unreal, Epics, Ultra Rares, Super Rares, and then even a few very rares. So, two of a kind there. We'll keep it. So this is Warsaken Blitz, NashvilleLou Live, just getting underway. Glad to be playing. It's a roll of 5 for Rexy. Two of a kind force there for Rexy. And two of a kind intel with one action still to go for this turn. And it's a standalone intel. My turn. 6. So that's 6 actions to go with 6 cards to my hand. Wide open my war zone. You got 4 slots in your war zone in Warsaken Blitz. Let's go with the 3 of a kind 00 Black Blades.
Select target.
Okay, I was checking the audio levels. 3 actions still to go for this turn. And so I don't have any more as far as a 3 of a kind goes, but have a pair of Blinding Sandstorms. I think it's trouble if I put a 3rd card out there right now. That's asking for an intel hit. Although that could be maybe yes, maybe no on that. I don't know. Actually, no, I'll go ahead and play it. I suspect that intel might be at least potentially aimed at my arsenal, my deck. That's the way it works with Warsaken Blitz. You start with 1 leader, 4 territories, and then an arsenal of 60. That's your deck. 2 of a kind with the intel for Rexy. That's it for the turn. My turn. 1. Oh, I can play that second B6 Rabid Beast. That'll end my turn. Had a lot of fun with the Warsaken Blitz tournament this past Monday on July 3rd. I think it ended up being like a 4.5 hour stream the way it turned out. Roll of 5 there for Rexy. I made it to the final. Had some very good luck on the way there. 2 of a kind weather, that's 3 of a kind. Extra turn for Rexy. 2 actions still to go for this turn. 3 of a kind intel. So 1 weather card taken out, and then a pair of force cards taken out by Rexy. 1 action still to go for this turn. A force card, then a roll of 5 on the extra turn. Two of a kind building cards, 3 of a kind. Went back for weather. Guessing 3 of a kind weather right here and another extra turn. It's a roll of 3. This is Warsaken Blitz, NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. 3 of a kind weather, another extra turn. Rexy on a roll. 3. Two of a kind weather with 1 action to go for the turn. That's it. My turn. 1. Well, play Max Harper, and that'll be it for my turn. It's a roll of 5 for Rexy. I had mentioned there to type exclamation point join, exclamation point join in chat to enter the queue. Three of a kind intel. And so the option there, milling my arsenal, taking 6 cards from my arsenal and sending them to my discard pile. Okay, Max Harper in there, an EMP, intel. Okay, three of a kind building. Going back for more weather. More weather. There's a standalone force. My turn. 5. All right. Well, this will change things a bit. Got 3 of a kind for the WMD. A WMD takes out 2 of your opponent's territories in Warsaken Blitz.
Select target.
Two actions to go for this turn for me. So I can play at second Max Harper. 1 action to go with that terrifying storm. And that's it for my turn. Uh-oh, Rexy rolled a 6. Three of a kind weather, so that's an extra turn for Rexy. Three of a kind force. I'll take out 1 of my territories. Very loud. 3 actions still to go for this turn. So it's a weather card for Rexy. 2 weather cards. 2 of a kind. 1 action still to go for the turn. Standalone force card, extra turn for Rexy. A roll of 1. Three of a kind weather, extra turn. 1. That's it for Rexy. 2 sets of 2 force opposite me. My turn. 2. All right. Well, I can make 3 of a kind here with a terrifying storm. I got lucky picking that over the other weather combo that I had. It's an extra turn for me. 6. Okay, I can use the building cards and go back for 3 of a kind force to take out my opponent's last territory. Now let's see. Now I've got the Max Harper in there already. What was it? It was Max Harper and 2 weather cards, right? Aha, that's the play. It was a blinding sandstorm. 2 of those and 1 Max Harper. Bringing those back with 3 with a building card. I'll be able to play it all this turn if I do it right. 3 of a kind. Laser air defense station. Gonna return 3 to my hand. You better believe it. So it's Max Harper. And then the 2 blinding sandstorms. 3 actions to go for this turn. Max Harper.
Select target.
3 of a kind. It's gonna take out the vast hinterland.
Compromised.
When your opponent has a compromised leader in Warsaken Blitz, you just need 3 of a kind force to take out that leader in the game and win the game. I will play a pair of blinding sandstorms to make 3 of a kind. Extra turn number 2 for me. You don't want the 3 extra actions right now with that extra turn. Looking for 3 of a kind and hopefully at least a 3 on the roll. 3. Not enough. But I can play a pair of freezing rainstorms. One action to go for the turn, and let's throw out an assassination attempt, and that'll end my turn. That's an intel card. It's a roll of 4 for Rexy. So Rexy right now is trying to get my arsenal, my deck, down to 0 cards, or take out all of my territories. In this case, concentrating on the territories, WMD. 3 of a kind. The WMD takes out 2 territories. I'm down to 1. One action to go for the turn for Rexy. Three of a kind with a force. I'm going to have a compromised leader. But that's it for Rexy's turn. Oh.
Compromised.
Yep, here we go. 1. Okay, I'll play the second assassination attempt and that'll end my turn. If Rexy can make 3 of a kind with that pair of forces out there, even if it's just a 1 on the roll, that would be the match. It's a roll of 2. Two of a kind force, but only 2. 6. I just need 3 of a kind force to get the win. Oh my. No 3 of a kind force. Let's see. And no 3 of a kind building either to bail me out. Oh my. Okay, well. Everything's not lost though. Play the assassin. Let me bring my cards down first. Got 2 of a kind out there with the assassination attempt. A third lets me play 3 of a kind intel. Let's bounce.
Select target.
We'll get rid of the 0 edge.
Select target.
Hello. Thank you for stopping in. I'm going to bounce them both. 5 actions to go still for this turn, but nothing to make 3 of a kind. I need 3 of a kind force to get the win, but that's not what I have here. We'll play a pair of interrogation facilities, building cards. I'm hesitant to put any sort of, well, if I put force cards out there, I don't know if that's going to be my best move. Maybe I should though, but I think they just have a likely... Well, at this point, I think we're both just winding up to take each other out anyway, so maybe that's the play. Rabid Beast. We'll go with that, and then I'll end the turn. I'll keep that 4th spot in my war zone open. But it's a tough spot for me here. If Rexy gets a high roll, that's probably going to be it. Uh-oh, 6. What'd I tell you? Rexy just needs 3 of a kind force to take me out. Got a compromised leader. Three of a kind weather, so an extra turn. Well, there you go. 3 of going back for building cards. Just need 3 of a kind force to beat me. Whoop. So it looks like Rexy's going to get the win here. There it is, 3 of a kind force for the win. All right, congratulations, Rexy, victorious. Good game. Came down to the end there. You got the victory, so we're going to take a trip over to the prize wheel in just a moment. A note to myself here in my notepad as far as that I lost to Rexy. And I'll make a note here in just a moment of what Rexy wins here on the prize wheel. Right. There we go. Prize wheel, presented in part by my land and alien world, Scenery 3616. So as you see, a bunch of great options up here. That loot pack I told you about before. The Unreal Successful Mole Hunt number 5 from Sean IOP. Epic Leone from Musical Man. Couple epics from my collection. A whole bunch of ultra rares, super rares, and then some very rare. So at least you're getting a very rare if nothing else. Oh, you misclicked the weather at the end. I was wondering what was going on. I was like, wow, that's a really surprising turn of events. But you got the win, so. All right, so I'm going to give this some shuffles here for you, Rexy, and we'll give it a spin. Good luck. All right, ultra rare extended assembly hours number 152. Congratulations. Congrats, Rexy. I'm looking through here. No, I've got it written down, Rexy, or yeah, the Rexinator 123. Rexinator. You're welcome. Thank you for playing. They're writing shorthand up there. So I'm going to go ahead now and get that ready to send over to Rexy. And with the ultra rares, there are only 200 of these that exist. So there's some scarcity to it. Yes, Rexinator 123. Good deal. Thank you. NashvilleLou Live prize with today's date, although it's almost the 7th here at this point, but double check everything because you can't undo it once it's sent. So I'm getting that sent right now over to Rexy. In just a moment here, we'll get it pulled up live on stream, show it off. I'll bring the slate up for a moment. All right, as it gets loaded up here. Congratulations. There it is, Rexy. Extended assembly hours, number 152. So that is yours. Congratulations. All right. So for the moment, I'll bring the slate back up as I double back around here. Okay. Rexy, if you want to play again, or you can call it over to SoulStream. How you doing, Soul the Cat? Hello. I know you're streaming as well. Much as I hate running competition. Circumstances prevented me from broadcasting earlier today, and I really wanted to get this in at least an hour, so on our way to that. He said, I can't, it confused me there for a second. He said you couldn't hear me, but I get what you're saying if you got a live broadcast. Let me see. Hello. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be on for a bit. Thank you. So I'll go ahead and hit next. Rexy, if you want to get back into the queue, I don't know if you're also playing right now. Let's see. Songs. It's not that kind of queue. You don't want me to be singing. You gotta know your strengths and weaknesses in life. An announcer voice is not necessarily a good singing voice, I assure you. All right, Rexy, in the queue. We can play again. As I was noting earlier, this time is not going to be convenient for a lot of players. And then for other people, hopefully, maybe we'll catch some people that normally don't get to run to live streaming opportunities. Hey, you said you're set to play 2 at once there, Rexy. Okay. That's a valid question there from Soul the Cat. But can you win 2 at the same time? Good question. Exclamation point. Aha. Rexy's saying, I can lose 2 at the same time. We'll see about that. So, Rexy, if you have a code, just let me know. My next slated broadcast is on Saturday for the Warsaken Blitz tournament over on Bluemint. BLUMINT.com. Got the code from Rexy. Thank you.
Warsaken.
So here we go, taking on Rexy again. I was noting earlier, I had a lot of fun on Monday with that last Blue Mint Warsaken Blitz tournament. Okay, 2 building cards. I'm not fond of having that in my first 8. Nothing to match. Mulligan. So you take a mulligan. Reef shuffles the 60 and gives you another shot at it. Even worse this time with 3 building cards. Nothing else that matches. Building cards you can't play until you've got something in your discard pile. I'm going to use the second mulligan. I think it's the move to make here. It does give Rexy an extra card, so there's that downside to it. Plus, I'm stuck with whatever they give me. 3. But that matches. And this will work. At least for now. Pair of cloud cover cards. Weathers. And I'll play Roman's Prototype. And that will end my turn. So a roll of 3 by Rexy. This is Warsaken Blitz, NashvilleLou Live, 2-of-a-kind intel, and then a standalone force to end the turn there for Rexy. My turn. 4. All right, well, I've got 3-of-a-kind with a Roman's Prototype. So the force trio will take out one of my opponent's territories.
Select target.
Remember, in Warsaken Blitz, it starts with 1 leader, 4 territories, then that deck of 60, your arsenal. Force will take out one of those territories. I've got a trio of those, but that's risky putting it out there with that 2-of-a-kind intel opposite. But there's nothing else that matches, so it's interesting. As weird as this might seem, I'm not going to use either of those last 2 actions. I'll end my turn. You got it, Soul the Cat. Soul the Cat asking me to keep Rexy distracted. 4. But it's interesting with Warsaken Blitz. It's a different type of pacing than a lot of the other games I play, but it's good because it's very conversational. And this is more towards my experience with broadcasting with baseball, where there's a lot more storytelling to it. And then there are those bursts of action that get everybody pulled in, but there's not the demand for immediacy information-wise, so you can take your time with it. So it's Rexy's turn. In this time of night in the U.S., where it's past midnight Eastern, and it's still the bulk of Europe's asleep right now, I'm guessing. Solicast is kind of taking a long time, though. So roll a 4 for Rexy. Jokingly pulling up the Kitboga stopwatch emote. And I'll throw in a Harvey Dent LOL to go with it. So it's two-of-a-kind force. Another two-of-a-kind force for Rexy with 1 turn still to go, and that's going to do it for Rexy's turn. My turn. 5. All right. Like cloud cover. Extra turn. We'll go to that in a minute. 4 actions to go for this turn. I don't need all 4 of them. I'll use 3 of these building cards. The G-Titan Missile Silo. Aerial view. Bringing 3 cards back to my hand. It'll let me click. I may have to refresh. For some reason, every now and then, you just have to F5 the app and then it'll let you click. I could bring back the weather, but I'm not going to. Go with a force. 1 action still to go for this turn. Now, there is some risk with this extra turn if I don't roll it. If I roll a 1 with it, that would be a sad turn of events for me. 3. All right, well, I already have 1 out there. We'll go 2 more with the Romans prototype.
Select target.
Force will take out a second of my opponent's territories. One action to go for the turn. Play a Max Harper dealer card. It's a force. Max Harper, comma, dealer is the title. And it's that insignia there at the bottom left that goes, if you have any question of what type of card it is. And that's important for Warsaken Blitz because it's the category that matters. I roll a 3, but nothing there for Rexy. My turn. 1. Well, I can play that second Max Harper, so there's that. But that's going to be it for my turn. Uh-oh. Rexy, uh-oh. The Wi-Fi going out is no fun. 3-of-a-kind force. That'll knock the Wi-Fi out of one of my territories. Be down to 3. Warsaken Blitz, you're trying to either take out all of your opponent's territories, get your opponent's arsenal down to 0 cards, or get their morale down to 0. Any of those happen, and your opponent gets a compromised leader. At that point, all you need is 3-of-a-kind force and enough actions to play them to take out the compromised leader and win the game. Two-of-a-kind building cards. Building cards let you go back and pull 3 cards out of your discard pile like I did just a little while ago. Roll a 5. Okay, well, I can't wait around forever for hoping that WMDs might show up to take out the last 2 territories. Play the trio of W1MG tanks.
Select target.
Two actions to go for the turn. Play the... Play the equipment recall. Thank you. So I was asking Soul the Cat who won, but I presume from that response that Soul won. Congrats. Congrats. Exclamation point. My turn. See, when I say a conversational game, that's what I mean, where I can stop for a moment and chat there with Soul the Cat and not miss out on anything overwhelmingly urgent. 2 spots open in my war zone, so I'll go ahead and play one of those ZS Wolf cards. And that's it for my turn. We're playing Warsaken, Blitz, NashvilleLou Live, 3-of-a-kind intel. One each for the cards in my war zone. And that's it for Rexy's turn. My turn, 5. So it stings there, having that intel card take out that ZS Wolf. That's the risk you take putting it out there like that. Well, we'll bring that equipment recall back. 4 actions to go for the turn. Play a pair of ZS Wolves since, well, yeah, we already lost a 2. I mean, if you go after these, I know where the 3rd one is. 2 spots in my war zone are open. 2 actions to go for the turn. We'll go with a pair of Violent Tornadoes, and that's going to end my turn. Roll of 5 there for Rexy. So look at it, one more game, then heading over. So that sounds good. Three-of-a-kind weather, so an extra turn here for Rexy after this one. 2 actions still to go here in this turn. Rexy with 20 cards up there. 2-of-a-kind WMD and a 6. Uh-oh. Well, and not a surprise to see a 2-of-a-kind WMD knowing there's a minimum of 1 on that next roll. WMD lets you take out 2 of your opponent's territories. I'm down to 1. 5 actions still to go here for Rexy. Extra turn for Rexy after this one. 2 actions still to go here. Two-of-a-kind weather, extra turn. It's a roll of 1. Three-of-a-kind weather, another extra turn. Roll of 1. Three-of-a-kind building cards. So Rexy either going back for force, weather, or intel. Guessing force, but we'll see. Yep, force. 5. Oh, now I get the WMD. Let's think about this for a second. First things first, play that 3rd Violent Tornado, get the extra turn. Lock that in. 4 actions to go for this turn. Okay, if I go back for the building card, I can get that 3rd. Let's think about this. Maybe I should have taken the actions. But too late now. Okay. I would have to play the WMD first anyway, so this only takes out 1 territory since there's only 1 left, but that's the way it goes sometimes in this game.
Select target. Compromised.
So an opponent with a compromised leader, 2 spots open there in my war zone. I'll play Underwater Mines. Extra turn. 6. Okay, I'm going to get the win here. Even though I don't have 3-of-a-kind force in my hand at the moment, I can use these building cards. quite nicely. Go back for 3 of a kind force. Get the win. Trio of tanks. I could have gone back for that standalone one there, but not messing around. Let's get the tanks, get the win. Let's do it.
Select target.
All right, good game, Rex. He went down to the end there. Okay, I need to turn off stream elements. How do I unmod? Oh, they're not. Okay, well, I'll have to figure that out. They don't have those mod privileges, Lou. All right. That's... well, you're playing 2 people at once, Rexy. There's a challenge to that. We can go again if you'd like to. I'd like to keep going. I know that Solicat is getting ready to wrap things up and have some people coming this way here in just a little bit with some Warsaken Blitz. All right, Rexy. If you can provide me with a code, please, we'll go at it again. So the next tournament coming up on Blue Mint is at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, July 8th. So midnight, 0000 UTC. So I've already registered to participate in that. It's free to get in. All right, thank you, Rexy. Got the code from Rexy. And we'll get things going here with another matchup in Warsaken Blitz.
Warsaken.
Well, you may be right, Rex. You may have the RNG on your side. The law of averages might kick in just in time for the tournament. We'll see. Okay, I mixed feelings on this. A lot of intel in there, only a few force cards, only 2 of them. Just the one building card, though. It's risky if you start chasing the mulligan that... If I have a marginal hand, even, I'll keep it. So Rexy gets to start, but it's a roll of 1. It's a weather card. My turn. 1. Time detonation. Intel. And while that looks like a force card at a glance, you can tell that insignia there. That Pan Am logo looking globe. That's Intel. 5. So roll of 5 there for Rex. He's going to have 2 of a kind weather. 4 actions still to go. 2 of a kind intel. I really like this card, by the way. This dispatched agent. You got that red light coming in there, and the agent looking through that over the right shoulder look like, is anybody chasing me? Because I'm running. You got to hope there's not like a light post there you got to run into. No time to look for that. So 2 of a kind each with the weather and the intel, and then a standalone weather to end the turn. My turn. 6. Well, play that second time detonation. So we'll have 2 of those out there. 3 spots open in my war zone with 5 actions to go for the turn. That's a lot of intel to have sitting out there. Man, but 5 actions, to not take any of those is tough. And yeah, I'm thinking about it. Okay, I'll play the intel cards. That's a lot of intel, but I'm going to do it. Definitely not putting those 2 out there. Can't play the building cards right now. I'm going to end the turn. Roll a 6 here for Rexy. I could be in for a tough go of it here for the next bit. It's 3 of a kind force. It's going to take out one of my territories. I'll be down to 3. So 3 actions still to go for this turn for Rexy. Pull back there. Then 2 of a kind weather in the turn. My turn. 1. 1 action, and I'm not going to use it. It doesn't make sense to put a WMD out there. You're just asking, just begging to get that intel plate on it. Roll a 1 there for Rexy. No play. My turn. 5. All right. WMD 3 of a kind. Got that. So that's going to take out 2 of Rexy's territories. It'll be down to 2.
Select target.
Two actions to go for this turn. So I don't want to put 3 of a kind out there in a split. 2 spots in my war zone open. Play a pair of Jacks Nash, the courier. And that one, my turn. Six. Here we go. It's gonna be a cascade of weather coming up. Intel, I'm guessing 1 off the top of each out there in my war zone. That's the most effective time to use an intel in this game. And you've got an opponent with 2 of a kind and 3 of their war zone spots, and you can take 1 of each of them out. Change the balance of power in a hurry. 3 of a kind force will take out a second territory, so I'm down to 2. 2 actions to go for this turn for Rexy. Two of a kind force to end the turn for Rexy. My turn. 3. Well. Play 3 of a kind with Bella Ivanova.
Select target.
So Rexy will be down to 1 territory remaining. But that's it for my turn. A roll of 1 for Rexy. That's it for the turn. My turn. 2. I'll do a pullback on my intel cards. That's it for my turn. And maybe playing weathers would have been a better move, or there could have been other moves that were better, but I don't know. We're going to try this and see what happens. Roll a 2 there for Rexy. 2 of a kind weather. A lot of weather staring me down over there. 6. My cards are freaking out. I can go back for 3 of a kind, to go back for intel and mess with the weather over there. Do I just go for it with a force and see if I can... Three of a kind building cards. 3 actions to go for this turn. Bella Ivanova is going to take out that last territory for Rexy. Compromised leader on deck.
Select a target. Leader compromised.
So that's it for my turn. A roll of 4 there for Rexy. All 4 spots in the war zone are filled up. But if any of those weathers hit on a 3 of a kind, and here we go, extra turn. So that opens up a spot. There's the extra turn. 6. Oh my. Oh my. WMD. Uh-oh. This could do it. This is probably going to beat me right here. If Rexy has 3 of a kind force, I'm done. But I didn't have any sort of option for 3 of a kind intel. Go backwards. 3 of a kind force. Rexy's gonna win. All right, congratulations, Rexy, on the win. All right. I'll go ahead and bring up the slate for just a moment. We'll take a trip over to the prize wheel. It's the Warsaken prize wheel presented in part by my land in Alien Worlds, near a 3616. So we had that ultra rare that you won not too long ago there, Rexy. That's off the wheel. For those who missed it earlier, tell you what's on the wheel here. Got the order gets jumbled up a bit. Got a loot pack up there. 3 epics, including the Leon that Musical Man donated. Thank you to Musical Man for that. Super rares, Unreal Successful Mole Hunt number 5 from Sean IOP, ultra rares, very rares. So a bunch of options. That was close, Rexy, but you got the win. All right. So I'm going to give it some shuffles. Good luck to you. Here we go. All right, super rare Mount Airy gas deposits number 384. Congratulations, Rexy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and send that over to Rexy right now. And then part of the fun of this show is getting to show off the prize that was just given away here live on stream. And it both shows that I indeed sent that prize. It also shows that the prize off itself, it's a showcase. There's some tremendous artwork in this game. Part of the fun of this is getting to showcase that. Sending this over to Rexy, making sure to put today's date in the memo. All right. Soul the Cat, hello. Welcome. Welcome, everybody, with a raid. Flaw in the house. OP Influencer, what's up? Appreciate Soul the Cat very much for the raid there. Just gave away super rare Mount Airy gas deposits. Bring the queue up. Actually, I'll go ahead. Let me first get this sent on over there to Rexy. First things first. And the prize sent off. Appreciate everybody taking the time to watch Soul the Cat. And now checking out what I have over here. We're going to get to our next match in just a moment or two here. All right. Thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Coloring that JK or Jakey. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay. OP Influencer with a follow. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, Flaw, you'll be up next. Let me go ahead now, and just for a moment, I'll bring up the slate, and that'll give me an opportunity to show you the prize that Rexy won. Then We'll get things going with our next match here with Warsaken Blitz here on NashvilleLou Live. All right, so I've got the slate up here. We'll go over to the scene with the prize. And there it is. Congratulations, Rexy. Mount Erie Gas Deposits, number 384. Territory card. It is yours. One of only 500 of these exist. So congratulations again on the win. Enjoy the prize. So we'll bring up the slate. Flaw will have a matchup here in just a moment. All right. Yeah, I agree, Flaw. It's a very nice card image. There's some great artwork in this game. Why wonderful. All right, I've got the code from you there, Flaw. I'll go ahead and put that in, and we'll get things going with the next match in Warsaken Blitz.
Warsaken.
So again, the next Blue Mint tournament with Warsaken Blitz will be on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and then midnight UTC. Okay. 0000 UTC. Here it is. Trying to find the Kit Boga waving emoji. Or emote or whatever. Okay, 3 building cards. I'm going to use a mulligan here. That many building cards early clogs up the works, typically. It's only 1 building card. Nothing matches, though. I'm going to use the second mulligan. I don't want to do it, but I think it's worth the risk here. I get to roll first, so there's that. 5. Well, no building cards in the way. We have a kind weather. Extra turn. Yeah, I don't think this is through the Playing with Viewers app, so I don't think it's set up to have addresses connected automatically. I've done a lot of stuff dealing with learning about bots and things of that nature. 2 of a kind weather here with the violent tornadoes. Extra turn. 3. All right, well, let the good times roll. 3 of a kind tornado. Extra turn. 2 actions still to go for this turn. Nothing in my war zone. And while I'm not crazy about playing intel cards at this point out there by themselves, I will. With this extra turn coming up. 3. Okay. I'll play 2 of a kind with the hammerheads. 2 spots in my war zone. 1 action to go for this turn. Again, I'm not putting the WMD out there. It's just asking for trouble. So I'm not going to. Leave it with 2 and 2 out there. 2 spots open in my war zone. 1 action that I'll forego and end my turn. All right. 2 of a kind weather. Standalone force, and another standalone force there for Flaw to end the turn. My turn. 5. Well, 3 of the kind WMD. That's going to take out 2 territories.
Select target.
It's a really nice St. Purcell Harbor. Only 4 of these exist. Blood foil. And I get to do 1 more as well. We'll see how fast it is, Flaw. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't. Got the advantage for the moment, but it's anything but overwhelming. We'll play a pair of cloud cover cards to end the turn. Yeah, I mean, that's the irony of this game. I get to show off these beautiful territories and then eliminate them. But it's cool to see something like that where you get that the blood, where it's like 1 of 4 that exists. So you're not going to run across it every day. But then I have to... Unfortunately, part of the game is taking that out. Roll a 6. Okay, that's 3 of a kind with a hammerhead.
Select target.
3 of a kind force lets you take out one of your opponent's territories. Two spots open in my war zone. 5 actions to go for the turn. Play a pair of specialist Upton Kubanis. And while I have 3 actions remaining, nothing else to make 3 of a kind, I'm going to keep that 4th spot in my war zone open in the turn. Like Flan chat. LOL, you'd be due for some good luck with that tournament. So that should be a lot of fun. That's Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Midnight UTC. Early Sunday morning. Okay. Roll to 1. So 4 of a kind. As far as 4 different cards there in my opponent's war zone, but nothing I can do about it here. Nothing to make 3 of a kind. I'm going to keep that last spot in my war zone open and end the turn. A leaderboard would be very interesting. So roll a 5. So while Flaw's down to just 1 territory, a lot of actions here. But a pullback of 2 there, it opens up a spot. 3 actions still to go for this turn. Pair of weather cards, 1 action to go, and that's it for the turn. 2. Oh, it's the 4th hammerhead. I didn't need that. Oh. Again, nothing to make 3 of a kind. Nothing that I want to put out there in that 4th spot to potentially get in the way. So I'm going to forego those 2 actions and end the turn. Six. That's a good question, Rexy, if there'd be a Blue Mint tournament every week. I know they're slated to have one every week for this month for blockchain brawlers. It would surprise me if they didn't. This would be, what, 2 this week, because we had the one on Monday. 5 actions still to go. I hope they will. Very grateful if they hold these. There's 3 of a kind. The WMD is going to take out 2 of my territories. The power of a WMD. You can only play 1 per match in Warsaken Blitz. 2 actions still to go here for Flaw, my opponent in this match. 2 of a kind building cards. Extra turn. 1. Playing building cards, you're not going back for the WMD. You're going back for the weather. They can't use the WMD again, so kind of easy to figure out what the play is there. My turn. 1. So I've got 3 of a kind here, but if I split that up, that's just asking for trouble, potentially. Maybe not. And it's a building card, so it's not the end of the world if it gets wrecked, but I prefer not to, because that's also how you save things. If that gets hit with 3 of a kind. You know what? I'm going to actually not play him here. And maybe I'll regret it, maybe I won't. But end the turn. Because if you get a building card taken out, it's not like you can... Like, that's... You use building cards to get cards back from your discard pile. Roll a 5. Guessing we're going to see 3 of a kind weather here. How did I know? Of course, the 3 cards from the discard. That's how I know. So extra turn coming up here for Flaw. 2 actions still to go for this turn. I've got 2 territories remaining. Flaw has 1. Oh, he said she doesn't have intel? Okay. Roll a 6. I never know for sure. I hate to presume anything, because that's where you run into trouble. At least I do. 3 of a kind. This is trouble plenty right here. This means another extra turn after this with 5 actions still to go here. 3 of a kind force. I'll be down to just 1 territory left. You're right, Sean. She might have won already. That's entirely possible. We'll see. 23 cards up there. 3 of a kind force. I'm going to have a compromised leader. If there's one more force to match Private Sarah Vet, that would be the match. Extra turn. Three. There's 3 of a kind force. That's going to do it. It's going to take out my compromised leader. All right. Congratulations. Flaw victorious. So we're going to go to the prize wheel here in just a moment. And for some reason, Flaw, I don't have your wax address written down here. All right. So for just a moment, I'll bring the slate up as we venture over to the prize wheel. All right, very good. Thank you, Flaw. I'm surprised I didn't have that written down up here, but I do now, so thank you. And I try to be very careful with this as far as making sure these prizes go to the right place. That's a vital part of it. Okay. So the prize wheel, we'll go ahead and remove the last prize that Rexy won. I'll take a moment to sort things out and go through it. 3 epics up here, including the epic Leone from Musical Man. The loot pack up there. Got a lot of super rares in there. The Unreal Successful Mole Hunt number 5 from Sean IOP. The ultra rares, the very rares. So for each of these, it's a 1 in 48 shot as it is right now. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. Sometimes with chat, I'll go back and watch my broadcast later, and I'm surprised by how much I end up missing in chat. So I'll try to make a more concerted effort with that. Oh yeah, epic. You want an epic if you can get that over a very rare is 1 of 1,000. Epic is 1 of what, 100? Anyway, a lot of great choices on here. Stuff that I would want to win if I were in this spot of getting a spin on the wheel. So I'm going to use some shuffling here for you. Let's see if we find something good for you here. Flaw on the prize wheel. Good luck. Warsaken Blitz NashvilleLou live. Super rare E7 Night Eagle number 374. Congratulations. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is send this prize to Flaw, and then I'll be able to pull it up here live on stream and give everyone a look at the prize. Yeah, he came very close to the mole hunt. You're right, Sean. I noticed on the wheel, I didn't want to, when I saw it was going, it didn't look like it was going to quite get there. I didn't want to play it up too big, but I was ready to. All right, so I'm sending this prize over to Flaw right now, that super rare E7 Night Eagle. When I get that sent. Waiting for the OK from Anchor. So we'll go ahead and pull it up here in just a moment, live on stream. I also want to try something else in a moment here. So we'll get to the next match in a moment. So Sean IOP, we'll get to you in a moment. Testing some stuff out here. Trying to make sure I do things in the right order. First things first, we'll bring up the slate. This part's pretty easy, usually. Give you a look at what flaw won there. All right. Hey, Flaw, one of these days you might win a loot pack. You never know. Well, congratulations. Got that E7 Night Eagle. That's a cool looking card. You got the gray sky and the needle at the front of the play, and then boom, you're getting the camo effect. It's a cool look. It's one of only 500 that exist of this. And this one's yours. Congratulations. All right. So I'm going to switch over here, but I'm going to try something. Let's see. I want to try doing a giveaway. Because I've been working on this for a while. I want to under-promise, over-deliver. That's the goal. But I have to... So I'm trying this. I haven't done one like this before, so I'll do my best to make sure it works properly. But it should be, if this works properly, you'll have exclamation point giveaway. And it'll be like 2 minutes to get in on it, and then it'll do the drawing here live on stream. If this works properly. So I'm going to give this a try here, and let's see. Let's see how this works. This giveaway started. Did it show up here in chat? There it is. Try it now. Sorry, I was just getting this started there. Again, I've never done this one before, so I've got it set for 2 minutes for this. It's a booster pack. Many thanks to the Warsaken. Pullman, I appreciate you sending it my way. This, at least the silver lining with this being not in its original planned time slot of 4 p.m. It gives me a chance to try this out here once. I don't know why Stream Elements is telling you bad. Yeah, how do I... Let me ask right now. Maybe y'all can help me with this. Again, this is where I'm trying to do things. I want to try out one, try out another, and then, okay, I'm not using this one. So let me see. This is not the time for me to be doing... trying to run checks on it. Rigging it, I'm sure. Let's see. Okay, I'm not going to worry about Stream Elements right now. Got it running through. Okay, this is freaking me out here. Why is this not telling me the right thing? Okay, I couldn't find it on here. So about 30 seconds to go. It's exclamation point giveaway in chat. So I've got Flaw, Rexy, and Sean. The three of y'all right now. It's me one of the three. I've got to find a way to show this on stream, but I don't feel confident that I can do that and make it look right now. But again, this is more testing out that it'll work properly, and things like these Stream Elements run in. Okay. So now that the time is on 0, it says pick winner. Again, it would be helpful. It'll tell you in the chat, but let's see. It says pick winner. Hey, look at that. Flaw, you win. Congratulations. Ha ha ha. All right, so I didn't have to have the slate up. I just did get things set. So, okay, so Flaw, congratulations. I will go ahead and hit next in the queue to get things ready for matchup here with Sean. But before I do that, I will send you that booster pack. So I feel better about this now. One to try it one time here tonight. Appreciate Coleman giving me packs to give away, but I want to make sure I take it very seriously when I'm giving away, especially when it's something that somebody gave to me to give away. It's one thing if I buy it and it goes wherever, but I'm trying to use special care and somebody trusts me with some great prizes to give away. So I appreciate that greatly. So luckily, Flaw, I've got your information easy enough to find here. We'll get that sent to you right now, and then we'll get the next match started in just a moment. Gotta make sure I send you the right one, so I have it written down already. And I picked an easy number to remember, 28800, just to find it. There it is, I think. Yes, all right. So I'm gonna get that sent over to you here in just a moment, Flaw. NashvilleLou Live special prize. That's a booster pack going your way right now. And there we go. For some reason it wasn't wanting to connect to Anchor, but now it did. So I guess actually we'll bring the slate back up. I didn't really need to double back quite yet, but I did. But that'll be okay. Okay. Thank you, Sean. Got that code from you there. We'll get that next match started here in just a moment. So there it is. Congratulations, Flaw. Booster pack is yours. And thank you to Coleman, everybody at Warsaken for doing their best to support people live streaming this fun game. It's fun to play. It's fun to give things away. So we're going to do some more of that here in just a moment. Congratulations. That's the only one of these packs I'm giving away tonight. Wanted to test this out with Streamlabs, so I'll know what I have to do to with the other. It was Streamlabs and the other stream, whatever. I've been going through trying to find something that will work to do what I wanted to do, and it's been a learning experience, which isn't a bad thing per se. It's just there are some bumps along this. So Stream Elements, I'll deal with you later. Stream Elements. Who knows? Maybe I'll figure out something with that as well that will work out. So okay, I'll go ahead now and switch back over to the main scene for Warsaken in OBS Studio. All right, so Sean IOP up next. Got the code from you, Sean, and I'll go ahead and type that in now. Whoa.
Warsaken.
That man's pupils did not look natural. Here we go, taking on Sean IOP. Appreciate everybody taking the time to watch and to play. Because that was me if I would have made like 10 of those and the first one had gone wrong, then I would have really been like flummoxed. So I just did the one to test it tonight, and that worked pretty decently, all things considered. Just the one building card, but nothing to make two of a kind. I'm going to use a mulligan. I'll keep this. Three of a kind? Okay. It's a 6. All right, so 3 of a kind force takes me down to 3 territories right out of the gate. 2 of a kind weather for Sean, then a standalone force to end the turn. Yes, that man's pupils did not look natural. Seeing that up close is really funny. Rolled a 6. So I'll go 3 of a kind with the weather. And that'll give me an extra turn. Three actions still to go for this turn. This is kind of a weird spot because I don't have anything to make two of a kind. And my inclination generally is not to put something out there, just throw it out there just to do it. So I'm not going to here. Maybe that's a mistake. Oh, extra turn. So, one. Well, play a building card. Sometimes that approach doesn't work out so well. But I still would have had, a couple one-of-a-kinds out there if I would have had just the roll of one there and would have played at least a one weather card before that extra turn. All sorts of options here. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So two-of-a-kind force, a standalone weather, and that ends the turn for Sean. My turn. 2. All right, I'll play that second building card. Jackal Airbase. One action to go for the turn. Play Intel, Subversion Tactic. So roll a 6. There's three-of-a-kind WMD. That's going to take me down to 1 territory. That's the way it works in Blitz. WMD takes out as many as 2 territories of your opponent. You can only play 1 per match. Three-of-a-kind weather, extra turn. 1 action still to go for this turn. For that extra turn, it's a roll of 6. This could be it for me here. Three-of-a-kind weather, extra turn. 4 actions still to go. I only have 1 territory left. Two-of-a-kind force with 2 actions to go. Two-of-a-kind intel, another extra turn, roll of 1. Interesting, a pullback of that force card to end the turn. 2. Seems risky. If I put those out there, any of those 3, I think that I might end up regretting it. Maybe not. 1 action to go. Well, I'll try it. I might not get another roll. You see what I'm up against over there. John's got a pretty stout lineup out there in the war zone. There's a roll of 2. So a pullback of that force card there. Interesting. That's it for the turn. My turn. 6. Sometimes you get that effect of inspiring some pullback when you throw out an intel card. Especially when you already have a two-of-a-kind intel out there. We'll go ahead and start with that. We'll go 1 each. With the 3 sets of 2 and that war zone over there.
Select target. Select target.
So a weather, a force,
Select target.
and an intel. You can tell by the insignias there. Makes it very easy to tell. 4 actions still to go for this turn. 4 spots open in my war zone. I've got that building card I can play to make 3 of a kind. I can go back for, I think, I got intel, I got weather. So I go back for weather, get another extra turn, and let's see where we go from there. Three actions to go, 3 weathers to play. Extra turn. Four. Okay. Well, go 3 of a kind with a G1 Foxbuster.
Select target.
Here I go again, looking at these beautiful cards and then eliminating them, but that's part of the game. Pancare Island. Gold version. Beautiful card. I think all those gold cards have that kind of like attention-grabbing look to them. Okay, well, I've already used 1 each on the intels out there, but I mean, I can't wait around. I'm up against it. I got one territory left.
Select target.
Bounce the rest.
Select target. Select target.
That's going to totally clear out that war zone opposite me. That's it for my turn. Roll a 4. Three of a kind force. I'm a compromised leader.
Compromised.
One action to go for this turn. It's an intel card. My turn. 2. The B6 Rabid Beast. And that's it for my turn. Roll 3. If Sean has 3 of a kind force, that's going to be the match. There's 2. 3. All right, congratulations. Sean IOP victorious over me there. So take a trip over to the Warsaken prize wheel in just a moment. All right. Oh, helps if I click here, doesn't it? Although we'll be bringing up the slate as we go over to the prize wheel. It's pretty simple the way I format things here with Warsaken Blitz and NashvilleLou Live. Somebody beats me in a player versus player match live on stream. Give them a spin on the prize wheel. My Warsaken prize wheel is presented in part by my Land and Alien Worlds Neri 3616. Super rare is the last prize from the wheel, so we'll remove that. I'll take a moment to sort it and go through everything on here again. And again, you got a 1 out of 47 shot at each and every one on here. One of them you'll get. Of course, noted the donation from Musical Man with that epic Leone, number 35. The loot pack, my own collection. Super rares. And Sean, you provided that unreal successful mole hunt that's been up there on this wheel for a while. You've got a lot of shout outs for it, and I greatly appreciate it. So funny enough, now here we are spending it with your prize still up there. So ultra rares and then very rares. So let me go ahead and make sure I've got this noted here. And Sean, I presume it's still the, was that L? Well, I need to double check because I have an L. There's an L. It looks like an L. And maybe it's a 1. Let me double check this for your WAM, for your the address where you want this to go. Yeah, that's why copy paste versus trying to just type in if you're talking about an address where you're going to be sending somebody's prize. Anyway, as I was saying, though, there's plenty of choices here on the wheel. Gone through them. It is an L. Okay, to be sure. Thank you. Thank you. I always want to double check on that. That's no undoing it. Okay. So we'll give it, let me pull this back down here. How can you not remember? Mine starts with a period, which that's caused me problems before in Twitch chat, where it's like, no, you can't do this command. It's not a command, it's my address. So I had to put like me, and then I'll just put it with a dot to begin with. Anyway, let's give it some shuffles, and let's get this spin going here. A lot of shorthand to this. Congratulations, a very rare S21R, number 956. We're going to get that ready to go. Send over your way here in just a moment, Sean. So I found it here in the... And a reminder that prizes that are sent out here on NashvilleLou Live come from my Fulfillments wallet. That's Fulfillments with an S on the end. So if you ever see something from there and wonder, what is this? It's probably something that you won here on this show. Lou Live prize. And the date from when the show started, local time, is past midnight now here in Nashville. But the show started on the 6th, and that's typically what I go with. A multi-day show. So we'll get that sent your way, Sean. We'll show it off here on stream, and then we'll go ahead and get one more match in here. Yeah, he's saying, Sean, 12:17 a.m. for you. So yeah, Central Time Zone. Central Daylight Time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, well, we'll do one more thing first. So I'm going to close the queue. I'm going to hit next. Stream Elements, I'm coming for you after the show, pal. I'm going to silence you. These nonsensical talks about songs. So I'll bring the slate up. We'll take a look here at Sean's prize from the prize wheel before we go with what will be our last match of the broadcast. We'll bring the slate down. But not yet. I had the wrong scene pulled up. That's why I waited. And it worked out. All right, congratulations. Yeah, I had this not scrolled up all the way. Anyway. Well, you got to look at it right there. Yes, 21R. Oh, it's got this little pop-up thing. But I can't X out of it here, I don't think. Anyway. Congratulations, Sean IOP. There it is. So I'm bringing the slate back up. We'll get this last match going here, hopefully in just a moment. Okay, Moonbaz Marty, if you're here, please let me know. You have a code. But I really wanted to get in a broadcast today, circumstances, and that from time to time that's going to happen. There's stuff when you own and operate a number of businesses, you can have some flexibility, but there's some things that you can't get around. But the nice thing with live streaming, it's not like I had to have a guest coordinator to suddenly have to work a late shift, because that's me. Same with a technical director, me. Moonbaz, all right, great, thank you. Hoping we get in at least one more match, and so we will here in just a moment. I got the code for Moonbaz Marty. Thank you. We'll get that typed in here, and we'll get this last match of the broadcast going here in just a moment.
Warsaken.
All right, taking on Moonbaz Marty. Thank you. I appreciate that. Glad to be live streaming it. This is a fun game to play. I was curious how this time slot would be, and I appreciate everybody who's helped make this happen tonight, as far as, because if I don't have people to play against, it's not much fun as far as a live broadcast. I'm keeping this. Hey, you're welcome, Sean. Thank you for watching and playing and donating the unreal successful mole hunt that remains on the wheel. Somebody will win it here at some point. Okay, well, 3-3. Not a bad way to start. We'll begin with the weather cards. Go get that extra turn. More often than not, you're going to want to, if you have a choice to make between weather and something else, start with the weather. Extra turn. 2 actions to go for this turn. I can play 2 of the 3 black blades, knowing that even if I only roll a 1 for the next turn, that extra turn, I can still play the 3rd and make 3 of a kind. 5. 2 of a kind out there in my war zone. I'll play that 3rd Black Blade.
Select target.
3 of a kind force. Look at all the... It's a well-decorated quartet of territory cards. We'll start with a port. So 4 actions to go for this turn. All 4 slots in my war zone are open. Play 2 of a kind with Max Harper. 2 actions to go. Could go Intel, but actually I will. Assassination attempt. That's it for my turn. Thank you. I enjoy playing and calling games in Blitz, explaining what's going on. 3 of a kind. Here's what's going on. 3 of a kind WMD. It's going to take out 2 territories. My approach with this is if like I'm at a coffee shop and I've got some regulars that come by, friends I get to see and get to know, and the new people coming in all the time. So I'm trying to explain it for the new people at all times. It's the game show host role. You have people that watch every second of every show you ever do, and you have people that have never seen it before. How do you balance that? And that's the same thing if you're calling a sport or you're calling Press Your Luck, Wheel of Fortune, whatever. 1 action for me here. So I will go ahead and play a Rabid Beast, but that's it for my turn. As I've noted, Beast, looking at the card out there. The Rabid Beast, great card. But the pacing with Blitz, I was trying to say. It's more conversational. And it can get intense when you're playing in tournament matches, but it's not like you've got a ticking clock that you have to constantly watch. You want to play in a timely manner, of course. But it's just a different kind of game in a good way. So 3 of a kind there with a beast.
Select target.
Misclicked. There we go. So 3 of a kind force takes out a 2nd territory for my opponent. So Moonbaz Marty's down to 2 territories. 3 actions to go for me here for this turn. 2 spots open in my war zone. You really don't want to put WMDs out there in your war zone and split them up unless you are 100% sure that your opponent doesn't have any intel cards. I do have 2 of a kind stolen blueprints. I'll go ahead and play those. 1 action to go. I don't want to fill up that 4th spot in my war zone, so I'm going to forego that last action and end the turn. Whoa, my mouse is jumping around. So roll a 5. Three of a kind weather means an extra turn. But it's important for me to get these giveaways figured out because I think it's a really good way to keep people. On more normal broadcast days, when I have especially the longer broadcasts, I'll take that hourly break. And the idea for me is that on the other side of that break, I'll be able to encourage people to stick around, trying to time giveaways with that. But again, I want to under-promise and over-deliver. So it worked tonight, the limited way of trying it. If we can get certain stream elements things to stop yakking at me. Well, they're not going back to the WMD. Was it going back for weather? Yeah. Step too slow for me there. Roll of 1. Go ahead and take the Q down. So really need that at this point, since you know I'm playing Moonbaz Marty, and that's the last match of this broadcast. Roll to 1. Well, lucky for me, it's 3 of a kind with the assassination attempt. Gonna bounce 3.
Select target.
That's a cool looking ZS Wolf. Oh, that's nice. With the blue, the red and blue together like that.
Select target.
Oh, this is wonderful. Out. Oh, beautiful. Out.
Select target.
And then the camo effect there. Out. And that's it for my turn. So both Moonbaz Marty and I are down to 2 territories. All right, no worries, Flaw. Thank you for playing and watching. And congratulations on winning that booster pack. Yeah, I just did the 1 booster pack giveaway tonight. Wanted to see how it would work. And from a functionality standpoint, it performed how I hoped it would, but I wasn't sure. You really can't test it unless you are live. At least not the way that I wanted to test it, but it worked out quite well. So 3 actions to go here for this turn for Moonbaz Marty. It's 2 of a kind force with 1 action still to go. So 1 action to go here for Moonbaz Marty. Or at least that's what it's showing me. Congrats on the win of the booster pack. Oh, no worries there, Moonbaz Marty. So I rolled a 6. Well, it would be nice to have a WMD to play right about now. Waiting around for that's just not going to be realistic. So go ahead and play 1 more of the Max Harper dealer cards. I have 4, but you only need 3 here.
Select target.
And you have the option with, I'm going to have to F5 it to, it's not letting me click. If you're ever playing Warsaken Blitz and it does the thing where it doesn't let you click what you're trying to, just, you can refresh the app by hitting F5. Like your Brock Lesnar. Mount up Tanya, out. So 5 actions to go for this turn. 3 spots open in my war zone. Play a pair of laser air defense stations. 2 spots open in my war zone. 3 actions to go for the turn. Play a pair of air defense cards. Resin-Navid. 1 action still to go for this turn, but I'm not going to fill up that 4th spot in my war zone, at least not on this one. So I'm going to forego that last action in my turn. Moonbaz Marty's down to 1 territory. I'm down to 2. But it's a roll of 3 for Moonbaz Marty. Looking forward to what more and more is me the near future as far as the second set for Warsaken. 3 of a kind building cards. He's getting to pull 3 cards back from the discard pile for Marty. My turn. 1. Okay, nothing to make 3 of a kind. Same deal as last time. I'm going to keep that 4th spot in my war zone open. So I'll end my turn. This is Warsaken Blitz, NashvilleLou Live. Your host, Lou Pickney, here with this final match of the broadcast. Roll of 1 there for Moonbaz Marty. Three of a kind weather, so that's an extra turn for Moonbaz Marty. Rolled a 5. There's 3 of a kind force cards. Going to take me down to 1 territory. We'll both be down to just 1 left. 2 actions still to go for this turn for Moonbaz Marty. 2 of a kind force. My turn. 6. Okay. I can play the 3rd Resin Avid. And that's going to take out... Well, let me... before I do that, let's make sure I don't have... There's not... No mystery WMD trio I'm just overlooking, because you would want to play that first. But that's not what I have. Come on. There we go. 3 of a kind.
Select target.
Okay, 5 actions to go here. You heard their leader compromised. So not in a spot where I can make 3 of a kind with force, which would give me the win. In lieu of that, we'll go ahead and play the other 2 stolen blueprints. Or one of the other 2. You don't need all 4. Let's bounce.
Select target. Select target.
Max Harper and then both the Romans. They're all force cards, so it's kind of a coin flip on which one you take 2 out on and which one you take 1. 4 actions to go for me here. Play a pair of equipment recalls. 2 actions to go for this turn. I just need 3 of a kind force, but I don't have it. Play a pair of freezing rainstorms, and that'll end my turn. Roll of 6. If Moonbaz Marty can come with 2 sets of 3 with force cards, that could be the match. Sitting on 22 cards up there, that's a distinct possibility. That's 3 of a kind force. I'm going to have a compromised leader. We both will.
Compromised.
3 actions to go. If Moonbaz Marty has 3 of a kind force, that's going to be the match. A pair of weather cards. A 3rd would mean an extra turn. And then a standalone weather. My turn. 1. Well. No play. End turn. 2. All Moonbaz Marty needs is 3 of a kind force to beat me. 3 of a kind weather would mean an extra turn. Oh, wow. A pair of private Saravettes, but only 2. Will this do it? 2. You've got to be kidding me. Brutal. In turn. This is probably going to be it right here. Hey, these things happen sometimes. You can't get too high or too low with Warsaken Blitz. There's a roll of 6. I mean, this is done deal, pal. There's no way. I mean, the war's about 3 of a kind weather. Don't even worry about that. 3 of a kind force. Private event for the win. All right, good game. Moonbaz Marty, who almost always beats me. Moonbaz Marty, excellent player. All right, congratulations, Moonbaz Marty. So that means we're going to get 1 more spin tonight here on the prize wheel. We'll go to that right now. So in the end, it's going to be about slightly shy of 2 hours of this broadcast. Maybe more than 2, depending on how long this takes me. But we'll be wrapping up here soon, and then looking forward to Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 0000, midnight UTC for that Sunday morning. I messed up which one I pulled it up on. There we go. See, it looks much better with the proper overlay. So the Warsaken prize wheel, presented in part by my Land and Alien Worlds Neary 3616. We'll remove that last prize. Let's sort it and reset what we have in here. So it's 1 out of 46 odds for any given one of these. the 3 epics, including the Leone, graciously donated by Musical Man. That loot pack I've got up there, got a lot of super rares. That Unreal Successful Mole Hunt number 5 from Sean IOP. Sean and I played a little bit earlier here live on stream tonight. The ultra rares, the very rares. So that's what we're looking at here. All right. Double checking one thing there with the broadcast. So I'll hit several shuffles here for you, Moonbaz Marty. Good luck. Here we go. All right, congratulations. Moonbaz Marty, you've won the super rare A9 Hammerhead, number 450. You know I love that Hammerhead card. We'll talk about that more in just a moment. I was negligent when it came to reflecting on the slate there that the queue has been closed. So now what I'm going to do for Moonbaz Marty is get this sent over. Make sure I note here. Okay. So Moonbaz Marty is what is it? The OI1FU wham, I believe. All right. So thank you for playing, Moonbaz Marty. We get that sent over to you right now. So we can get this sent over right now. The NashvilleLou Live prize with the date as it was when the show started. Now 7/7 here in the Central Time Zone. So let's see. Double checking one more time that is what I have there. For some reason it wasn't wanting to cooperate to connect with Anchor. I have to click like 3 things. Normally it's much easier than that. But I believe it should be sent by now, so all I have to do now is switch things over with the scenes here in OBS Studio. Really, I've got to, first things first, pull it up here to make sure that it went through. And it did. All right, there it is. Congratulations, Moonbaz Marty. In that A9 Hammerhead, that blue. So it's a cool mix there. You got the blue and then the camo with the green. Anyway, just 500 of these exist. This one's yours. Congratulations, Moonbaz Marty. And so that brings us to the end of this broadcast here of NashvilleLou Live with Warsaken Blitz. A much later start than originally planned, but sometimes in broadcasting, as in life, you gotta improv a little bit. So and it was a learning experience for me to see what kind of audience you're gonna potentially have on a late Thursday night. And it certainly doesn't have quite the draw that Thursday 4 p.m. Eastern does, but you never know for sure until you try it. We had a lot of fun there once we got things going. More than anything, I wanted to get that giveaway working. I was very much hoping that was going to work. I put a lot of time in on this. And then did not get to stream this afternoon because of things that happened today. I had to deal with, I was like, I did this work and then didn't get to use it. But then we finally did. We made the most of it here with a fun broadcast. So again, back on Saturday night Nashville time, it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern time for the start of that next Blue Mint tournament. BLUMINT. I can't say enough positive things about Blue Mint. The people over there have been so wonderful in my interactions with them. So that's going to be fun. It's free entry. I mean, how can you complain about that? To play this wonderful game with other people that enjoy playing it. It's quite nice. That's coming up. I started to say tomorrow today, but it runs together, right? With the whole 24 hours and people around the world able to watch and enjoy this very entertaining game. And as I've noted before, the novelty of live streaming around the world, whenever I want to, just fire up the computer and go with it. And I don't need a satellite truck, expensive satellite time to buy, or all those other things. It's one of those things I just had never, when I was getting into broadcasting many, many years ago, as much as I can sometimes see the future with things, with that, I was, it certainly was a nice surprise. With that. So yes, looking forward to Saturday. So hopefully we'll have a strong turnout for Saturday, for that tournament over on Blue Mint. Had a lot of fun with that tournament, with Blitz on Blue Mint this past Monday. And so made it to the finals. And it's tough, though. It is so tough to get through there. I had a lot of RNG, die roll fortune that went my way. Doesn't always happen, but the nice thing with this is when I lose here live on stream, I get to give away prizes. And it's part of the fun of the show. It's giving stuff away that other people hopefully will like and enjoy. And all right. Yes, tourney soon. A tournament coming up this Saturday is noted. So, actually, give me one moment, please. Wait, I'm going to get ahead of myself when I start winding up to say goodbye, but that's what's going to happen here. So, that's going to do it for this broadcast of NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. Thanks for watching. See you next time.